Why does my car smell musty? Well, I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why it can smell musty. If you've ever climbed in your driver's seat, ready to take off down the road, see the wild boo yonder, and then all of a sudden it's like, ugh, what is that smell? What's that musty smell? What's that? Ugh. And if you're asking yourself, why does my car smell musty? You're not alone. This common issue plagues countless vehicle owners, turning what should be a comfortable ride into an uncomfortable experience. Musty smells in the cars often signal underlying problems that, if left unaddressed, can lead to significant issues like health concerns or costly repairs. So you really need to understand it. You really need to know what it means. And it can be definitely more than an annoyance. It can be a sign that, you've got some bacteria growing. You got trapped moisture. You got something going on. So musty odors are typically produced, by, violet organic compounds released from mold, mildew, or bacteria thriving in damp environments. And these microorganisms flourish in temperatures between 40 to 100 degrees, with high humidity conditions commonly found inside vehicles, especially during rainy seasons and after spills. So mold spores, are everywhere. They're literally just everywhere. And when water enters your car through leaks, open windows, or tracked in mud, it creates a perfect breeding ground. Over time, this leads to colonies forming on surfaces like carpets, upholstery, and air vents. The result, that earthy, damp, basement-like smell that hits you every time you open the door. But why does it persist? Unlike other odors that dissipate, musty smells are embedded in porous material. Air fresheners might mask them temporarily, but they don't address the source. Ignoring the problem can exacerbate it, potentially leading to allergic reactions, respiratory issues, or even structural damage to your vehicle's interior. Mold and mildew growth in the interior is definitely one of the big ones. You got you can't let your carpets get wet or stay wet. Just like inside the house, you just can't do it. And then issues with air conditioning systems. If the musty smell intensifies when you turn on the AC, the problem likely lies in your vehicle's air conditioning unit. The evaporative coil, located in the dashboard, cools air by condensing moisture from inside of it. This condensate should drain out. But if the drain tube clogs with debris like leaves or dirt or water, and water backs up, stagnant water in the AC system becomes a haven for mold. Air blows over the contaminated coil. It carries the musty odor throughout the cabin. This is especially predominant in older vehicles or those driven in dusty areas. Cabin air filters play a role too. These filters trap pollen, dust, all kinds of stuff. But if they're dirty or wet, they can harbor mold. Replacing them regularly is key, but many drivers overlook this maintenance. And then, you've got water leaks and flood damage. So you just can't do it. Clogged or dirty vents and ducts. And, the other contributing factors are, smoking residue, pet odors, stored items, aging materials. You just want to stay on top of it. You want to find out what's causing it and do what you can to deal with it. Spraying, Febreze or something like that is definitely just going to mask it. You don't want to mask it. You want to actually take care of it. So there has to be an inspection. And then you check the AC system, you check for leaks. The professional needs to really sometimes get in there and get involved. And sometimes it's going to be very, very expensive. If that dash has got to come out, that's really expensive. And The funny part is, it didn't the dash didn't have any creaks or grinds or squeals or any not making noise before, but it might when they get done. Dashes are not designed to come out once they go in, and the longer they're sitting there, the harder they are to get out without breaking the dash itself. So just be totally, totally aware of that. It's not incompetent techs that break things. It's normally age. Think about, sticking whatever it is out in the sun, having it go for a couple, 3, 5 years, and all of a sudden you're pulling the dash out that's been sitting in the sun. It's probably not going to work out very well, right? So whatever you do, you definitely just bring your car in for regular maintenance, change the cabin air filter, like once a year, every 15K. Keep your inside dry, keep everything ventilated, you can even use dehumidifiers inside your car if it's getting, if you're living in a really humid area. So clean routinely, and run the fan on high for a few minutes after turning the AC to dry the system, you know, especially in humid climates. And then, of course, that famous automotive repair shop. You're going to have to build a phenomenal relationship. I keep saying it again and again and again. Um, this can have a huge impact on the vehicle's value, the quality of life that you have while you're driving the vehicle. So whatever you do, you're definitely going to want to, take care of it, and then breathe easy in your car. No matter what's going on with your car, if it's not normal, it smells funny on any level, sounds funny on any level, acts funny on any level, bring it into the shop, get it checked out. Stay safe.